Hello, hi, put down your tissues from happy or angry crying over Season 8 of Voltron, and welcome to my Krolia wig tutorial. So first off, sorry guys if my voice sounds weird, I'm sick this week, but anyways, the wigs for this tutorial are sponsored by Epic Cosplay Wigs. To make arguably the best space mom of the Voltron series, we'll be cutting in half Aphrodite in purple black fusion and Diana in dark plum purple. Now, Krolia's hair color changes depending on the lighting of the show and how you, my lovely gremlin, wish to cosplay her as. These are the colors I chose that I liked best for Krolia's hair. We're just gonna go right into the wig gore of this tutorial using Jonathan, my wig head, and also the ambassador of all Jonathans everywhere. I'm putting the Diana wig inside out and pinning it into place on Jonathan. Be sure it is firmly pinned so that while you're cutting, you don't get your weave snatched by gravity. From there, you'll cut it exactly 3/4 of the way, starting from the bottom horizontally. Yes, exactly. Count your wefts. I left an extra weft above on this wig as well as an extra weft below on the other to provide an allowance in case of any mistakes. When you cut, be sure to not cut the fibers. To prevent this, I used my finger as a barrier, but you can also not be irresponsible like me and use a comb or another tool that's not your finger. Then carefully remove the pins and separate the two pieces. Be sure to keep your excess. I ended up sewing extra wefts to add more length to Krolia's rat tail later on in the tutorial. Next, we're doing the same thing for the Diana wig, but in reverse. The top of Krolia's hair is what looks to be a darkish purple with lighter dark purpley pink lowlights. I'm using the purple for the top half of her wig, cutting and sectioning it as I did the last one. However, this one is trickier since the fibers are a dark color and match very well to the inside of the wig cap. I'm so glad Epic Cosplay Wigs puts this much thought and love into their wig construction, but this was a prime moment for some cheap wig aesthetics. Here is our sad little top scalp patch of our Krolia wig. It's going to be much happier joined with its friend, the rat tail. Next, I'm lining up the wefts of the wig and pinning it in place so I can sew the wig together by overlapping the excess bits I talked about earlier with brown thread. Feel free to use whatever thread you want. Brown was what I grabbed and actually worked quite well. Be sure to take your time with this process. It's really easy, it's just really tedious, and overall it maybe took me 20 to 30 minutes to complete. I put the wig on for a test run and felt the back needed to be longer. Krolia has some funky 80s hair that's very similar to her son Keith, but while Keith has a mullet, Krolia has a mullet featuring a rat tail. I wanted a longer rat tail, so I took part of the top part of the bottom wig and sewed in an extension at the nape of the neck. I hope that made sense. This is how your wig will look like fully put together. Then put that wig on your head and do the initial styling. Here I'm cutting in the overall shape of where I want major points of the wig to hit on my face, being the bangs and the length of the wig in the back. With the initial cut done, I've got the wig back on Jonathan for further styling. Since I've already seen the wig on my face, I know what I want to do and how much allowance to give for the final touch-ups. To continue the styling, I'm shaping it up in the back and slowly realizing that I need to tie the rat tail to avoid accidentally cutting it off. Then I go into curling the dark purple half with a flat iron using the same let the wig fibers cool in my hand before moving on method. Next, I tease the back, undercut, low light part with a barrel brush by backcombing the hair. Hairspray it in place. And go back to cutting. I'm just shaping up the wig to look more clean and groomed while backcombing any lost volume along the way. Onto the rat tail. To style the rat tail, I'm heating the fibers with my flat iron and letting them cool in my hand. This is the trick I've used for the rest of the wig and allows all of the wig to have a form of unison. Then I cut in layers to the rat tail. Krolia has a few choppy layers back there and I'm just doing my best to make them come to life. The wig on my head once more, I do any last minute touch-ups and finish styling the bangs, keeping them to an M shape like I did with Keith's. Then you're done. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial, and a huge thanks to Epic Cosplay Wigs for sponsoring. I hope this makes you look like the 80s space mom of your dreams. Fun fact, I got into the show and are cosplaying Krolia for my friend Louie, who will be my darling son Keith, so please keep an eye out for us and our whole VOLTRON squad this year at KatsuCon 2019. I guess it's next year, isn't it? Because right now it's 2018, and then the next Katsu is in 2019, so look for us in the future. Howl's Moving Castle reference. Okay. Anyway, let me know if there's any other wig tutorials you'd like to see me do. And if you use this tutorial, please tag me on whatever social media you use. Until then, bye!